Skipper in, off the mark with an edge. It's been quite an eventful over from Ibadat Hussain. 12 runs off his first over and a wicket. It's 47 for 2.
Quick delivery, the last one, 144. Hurried Virat Kohli, good seam position as well. Perfect length. The last two deliveries have been perfect in length.
Without the third slip, and that's something which has happened right from the word go. Virat Kohli, the new man in, exceptional numbers. You don't have to actually read them out. They're just self-explanatory there. An average touching 55, 26 hundreds, 22 50s. The conversion rate, you talk about it, can go on and on. Always a confident front foot, and it's a confident drive. The second boundary to Virat Kohli.
I wouldn't mind that at all. So early in the innings, that is a cracking shot. One of his signature shots, Virat Kohli. Beautifully played. Look at that feet movement, the balance.
Drifting away. They will come back for 2. I think they're just looking at that they're getting some prodigious movement of the surface and trying to correct. Oh, just leant into it. Nothing more than a lean.
Gorgeous, as the night is, as the stadium is. This is wonderful from Virat Kohli. Just a punch, and admired it, loves it.
And a skip from the skipper, just to enjoy the shot. And when you time the cream of it, applauded by the bowler as well. Oh, the second time somebody's misfielded at the very same spot. Ravindra Jadeja early on in the day. The many in the combox felt he should have played the first test match. Oh, no luck for bowling good deliveries. Another boundary to Virat Kohli.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the delivery from Al-Amin Hussain. Maybe he was caught in two minds, whether to play it or leave it. In the end, the ball getting to hit the part of the bat, and then just squeezes through that slips cordon. Continuing with 2 slips and a gully.
There's no substitute allowed. So why should a substitute be allowed? Oh, that's a nice shot. He does play that cover drive well, extra cover drive. I don't believe that a substitute should be allowed to take place just because a man's been hit on the helmet. Part of it is incompetence to play the short ball.
I just felt the hardness was still pretty good, unlike the red ball, which gets a little softer.
Lovely. Put that in a loop and play it all evening. There's something about the straight back past the bowler.
The previous over it was on the offside. This time it's on the onside. Previous over it was to the left of the umpire. This time it's to the right of the umpire. It's a short of leg delivery, not a half volley, and which is the reason there is no flourish of the bat over the left shoulder.
It was the nice moment when there was some analysis done with his head position in the last game, and he was having a look at it. He had a smile on his face. It's one of his shots that he loves to play. This is more straight than on the leg side, but front on would be interesting to see his head position. This is a bit too close, so we'll try and get a better angle. Because that is something that has been part of his game, and that's why he had that wry smile, I guess. Again, you can see where the head is in line or relation to the ball.
Inside edge for that single, but that single will bring about a milestone for Virat Kohli. 5,000 runs as Test match captain. Quickest to do that. 86 innings for the Indian skipper. Many congratulations. Big names there, Ricky Ponting, Clive Lloyd, Graham Smith, a terrific time as a captain. Alan Border standing clear.
Just Taijul Islam. Get the second quite easily. The other problem is that speed is measured out of the hand. So it's leaving the hand at about 127, 128 kilometers an hour. By the time it reaches the batsman, it's lost sometimes about 20 kilometers an hour.
And that is the reason why it's so difficult to keep him quiet. And look at that now, finishing the over with a magnificent straight drive for a boundary. It's 127 for 2, and it's got to be drinks.
Generally plays the swivel kind of pull or hook towards fine leg. Now that's more Virat Kohli Singh, and has done that with great style to get to his 50. The team stands up to applaud another 50 from one of the best batsmen in the world.
Yeah, exceptional again, Virat Kohli. You hardly see him at number 4 in the list of run getters. That's where he was. 50 of 76 on a track like this. He seems intense, seems quite determined to get a big number, because even he's not had 100 by his standards for a while now.
Oh, did that hit the arm or the shoulder of the leading edge of the bat? 144 for 3. Feel very proud saying this. It's 8:08 p.m. in Kolkata. Yet another 50, and this is how we got to it. The ball didn't bounce as much, but it's one of his favorite shots. He's got real control over the shot and always tends to keep it down. Some of them not bothering to get up. Done it too many times. To Virat, his last 100 was actually a double 100.
Desire, as Sanjay mentioned, just even goes a notch further up. So it's just amazing how he doesn't get runs for a couple of innings and you feel that he's failed. It used to happen to Sachin Tendulkar. You expected at least a 50 from him every time he walked out. And just the way he comes forward, it could be any wicket, it could be jumping at him, keeping low, swinging, seaming. Just that front foot stride is ever so positive.
Like Mushfiqur, but the other names you mentioned, they're good fielders, but they're not keepers all the time. Oh, beautifully driven. Bit of a misfield, but in the end, got the result that Virat wanted.
I think this is some kind of poetic justice that has been done here. It's a fabulous shot to begin with. Great face of the bat meeting the ball, and had it gone straight to the field as it did, and had he fielded it, would have gone out of memory very quickly. Yeah, Litton Das, Virat Kohli, great face of the bat when they meet the ball. And you're talking about the head position, Deep. Look at that. Right down on the ball. Second time seen a misfield of that type, where instead of a dot ball, it's gone for 4.
And that intensity on his face, sometimes when he's not got a few runs in a couple of innings, you look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. I just look at that intensity. I definitely get a feeling that it just goes a few notches up. Whereas Ajinkya Rahane, his glintometer is the same at all times. That's my reading. End of the over, 170 for 3.
That's the way it is now in the modern game. That's just the kind of easy boundary that Bangladesh want to avoid. No risk at all in that shot. Just got inside the line, gentle flick, and he picks up 4. A 4 should have to make an effort to get a 4, right?
Yeah, it's a poor delivery. Down the leg side, all Virat had to do is put bat to ball. Easy, easy, too easy for Virat Kohli. And that's what we were talking about.
Through the onside, he's bowled a couple of deliveries well in that channel outside off. The boundary ball arrives.
Just cannot control the line and length and try to hit on the spot where you tend to keep someone like Virat Kohli quiet. Couple of deliveries on the spot and then on the legs. Easy, beautiful shot. Gets in a really good position and flicks it away to the boundary.
Yep, exceptional.
Kept on repeating the same mistakes over and over again. Beautiful.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. There's a fourth boundary in the first 15 minutes. But it's cover driving. You don't want him to stop. 194 for 3.
This is just delicious. Just leans into it. Everything's so right. It might seem very simple.
Will he find the fielder? That's Alamin Hussain. Some good work with his feet. 220 for 3. A lovely touch. Boundary is quite long towards mid-wicket at that side. We'll get 3.
Nine overs today. Brilliant. Just pick up a couple, but the drive is out again. Yes, he's mellowed. There's a fielder in the deep. He's going to watch the ball sail to the boundary rope. 4 good deliveries, and then the master said that was enough. What a good shot that is. The Kohli cover drive once again. Oh, you never ever wanted to stop.
Wonderful to watch. Takes a long stride out, presses the full face of the bat. And beautiful, just opens the face of the bat to get the placement. Excellent balance as well.
You won't see a hike for 6 when this man is in his 90s. Now the stadium's almost filled up. This is what they came to see, another Kohli century. But there's a run to go still. And already Ibadat's bowled him a really good ball on 99. Deep cover comes in. He's patient.
Will we ever see a day when Virat Kohli runs down the track and hits somebody over the top?
No.
To get to 100?
No, I'll be very surprised if he does. Instead, he'll go off his pads to notch up century number 27. He'll come back for 2. He's still thinking of the extra run. Well played once again, Virat Kohli. Your centuries are a source of so much joy. Wonderful.
The staggering consistency. 20th century as captain. Mentioned yesterday as well, the responsibility of captaincy sits nicely on his head. Marvelous innings.
The glintometer is working fine.
We often talk about what captaincy does to people. Captaincy brings out the best of this man. He's buoyed up in that role. He enjoys being there. 101 not out. His 27th century in exactly the same number of innings as it took Tendulkar to get to 27.
One of the reasons why he doesn't step out and go for the big shots for the milestone, Karthik, he doesn't play for 100. He plays for a lot more than 100.
Yeah, it's a great point you make, because he has bigger goals there in his head. And again, he doesn't have to. You know, the way his game is, the way he's able to take singles, you don't have to run at somebody, and that's possibly not his game.
Any Kohli century will have its trademark drives. And this one did too. 12 boundaries. He runs a lot.
The picture by itself tells a story, how good he is.
It's gone to the boundary. Abu Jahed into the attack for the first time this morning. Has been greeted with the boundary. Not a bad delivery though.
It can be tricky, Abu Jahed. Kind of action he has. He'll get the ball to move around a bit. That's what happened here as well. Hint of movement away from Virat. It's the reason got the outside half of the bat.
The last test as well, I thought he was the pick of the bowlers. The spinners were really disappointing. Mehdi Hassan and Taijul. He bothered, bowled his heart out, but Abu Jahed was the man who was creating some issues. We'll take another one. That one slightly of the outside half of the bat. This smack from the middle of the bat.
Phenomenal this. And how he actually managed to slow down his bat swing, the bat speed. Made that adjustment. Abu Jahed, not the quickest of bowlers. He was in position early, but then controlled that bat swing, especially at the point of impact.
What a shot. One of the prettiest one to watch. This one is flicked it away. Poor delivery from Abu Jahed. Gets the treatment.
You're right, Arthur, not a great delivery, but this is excellent batsmanship. And that face of the bat, nobody uses the face of the bat better than Virat Kohli, because there's a fielder short mid-wicket on the leg side. He knows it, and he knows there's a fielder that's deep to the right of your screen. So he had to hit it here to get maximum. If it was much squarer, would have been maybe at the most couple of runs. So using that face of the bat to pick that exact spot to hit to get maximum was, there you go, that fielder there to the right of your screen and the one right in the center close. He wanted to thread that gap, did that beautifully.
Last couple of boundaries, the ball was in the air for a while. Not this one. Not this one. Boundary number 3. Well, all along the ground.
Look at Mayank Agarwal. He's just thrilled by what he's watching out there. But this is a shot which is slightly different from most Virat Kohli shots, gentlemen. This is, I think, Virat Kohli hitting on the up. Doesn't do that as much. This is the first one. A straight drive. Then the one on the leg side, which I love the best. Beautiful use of the wrist. And this is on the up. And again, the face of the bat closing so that he could find the gap there. Have a look at this. Look at how the face of the bat closes to hit the ball there. And once again, find that gap to get 4. You're watching one of the masters of batting. I know the quality of attack is not the greatest, but we've seen him against high quality bowling as well. Virat Kohli, what a player. Oh, lucky. He got his boot. Could have been 5 in a row.
Oh, very well said, Sanjay. Master craftsman. And the nuances. Let's look at the 4th boundary again. You mentioned about that control. Look at how he controls the bat face with the bottom hand. Closes at the point of impact, just making sure, because it's on the slower side, this pitch and the bowler.
Oh, in the air. The diving fielder at Shorix to cover. How close was it to him?
It was in the air, as you mentioned. Wanted the gap, found the gap, but almost there. Good effort from Imrul.
He's in excellent form as he powered his way to a 27th Test 100. His batting has been exquisite from highest echelons of orthodoxy. Lovely front foot out. He's not taking a chance. He's in a different zone at the moment, Virat Kohli. Didn't score in the first test. It was almost inevitable that he'd come back strongly in this second test. Straight away, a little more movement. He'll get 4, but he's hit better ones before.
Yes, Virat Kohli also making that hand movement to suggest that the ball left him. He might have been just looking to play towards the onside. Yes, he was, and that's why that leading edge. You can see the balance also not quite there. This is one of the rare occasions when his balance was not quite there. The lead is over 200. Not the most convincing of shots, but no danger in that shot either. There was no fielder anywhere near to catch it.
Right, he takes it. Taijul Islam takes the catch. Just played the flick shot, it kept going. Kept going and going and found long leg. It required a really good catch to end this innings. He's bowled well, now he's caught well.
Well, that's an amazing catch. The only way Virat Kohli was going to get out. He played that flick shot, used the pace, but look at that magnificent catch. This is a magnificent catch to get rid of a magnificent player. And Ibadat gets his 3rd wicket. Virat Kohli can't believe it. Can't believe his eyes. Yes, you can salute him as much, but he's got 100, my friend. 308 for 6. The Indian skipper gone for 136.